Hi, this is Grow It, Build It, and I am going to show you how to grow the eastern redbud tree from seed. If you're watching this, you're probably already aware that this is a flowering ornamental native to North America, the eastern part of North America. A very good plant for the ecosystem and pollinators. It's also a great alternative to the horribly invasive Bradford pear tree that tends to take over everywhere it is and doesn't benefit much of the ecosystem. But I wanted to grow a bunch of these and I didn't want to pay for them, so I went out to the forest where they grow wild and I gathered a bunch of seed. I'll have another video and article on that. You can check out at growitbuild.com on how to get your own seed for this. But this is a member of the legume family, the pea family. So the seed has a hard outer shell that you have to get through in order for it to germinate. It's called scarification, and since I had so many seeds, I thought maybe I would make an attempt to do an experiment to see what scarification method is the best. So this hard outer shell it has, nature breaks it down in several ways: digestion, microbes, some freeze-thaw cycles. I'm doing the human ways, which is the first way is mechanical. So you just need some sandpaper, and you basically just rub the seed on sandpaper, and if you can get a grip on it, you can just rub it real quick, and you see that little white dot right there? That means I broke through the outer shell. So I did this for a number of the seeds. I also did another common method, which is the boiling water trick. So you just get a small amount of water, bring it to a boil, and then you basically remove it from the heat, let it cool for just a couple seconds, and immerse the seed in it, and let it soak for 24 hours. The really hot water will kind of open up small cracks within the outer shell and allow water to imbibe itself into the seed. Works pretty well, but overall I did 4 different scarification methods, and I recorded how many seeds I did of each kind and the results at our website. I'll have a detailed article linked in the comments about the results of my experiment, but there on the right is an imbibed seed, on the left is a dry seed. You see the big one? That one has been soaking, so it works. Here's a little better picture of that. It's a noticeable difference though. But so anyways, I ended up doing 4 different methods, and one of those was a combination of scarification plus soaking actually. You know, once you do that, you need to basically just winter sow it. It needs a cold, moist stratification period. So I'm planting 3 seeds per cell in each 6-pack, and I'm going to plant them 1/4 inch deep. So that's 6 millimeters. So I'm basically going 1/8 to 1/4 inch deep. So 3 millimeters to 6 millimeters deep. And then since it needs a cold, moist stratification period, so after I've scarified it, it needs to go out and sit in a winter. You can do this in the refrigerator in some sand or wet paper towels, but I like to just do this stuff in the winter and let Mother Nature take care of it for me. There was only 2 problems I had with my little experiment. One was the seed I did collect. I did not put it in a sealed refrigerated container. I just left it in my basement, which is cool and dry, but it wasn't refrigerated. You know, it was about 60 degrees, but also I didn't sow them until March. But anyways, I got plenty of germination though. There's a couple of sprouts that showed up. Overall, the just straight up boiling water method worked the best by far. But here's some of my seedlings. The earliest germination was about June 3rd, so the biggest ones here are from that period. And I had them popping up periodically, you know, or actually it was May 3rd, so from May through end of July really. And it's a fast growing tree. You know, these all just sprouted this year, and you know, the biggest one is over 2 feet tall already. So you know, this is a nice tree for landscaping, for the edge of the woods, so on and so forth. I'm really impressed with how fast they grow though. This is the second time I've done this, but the first time I tried my little experiment. So I'll share some of these with my neighbors, and the rest I'm going to intersperse amongst the forest in my backyard. Here's a little footage of one that I grew 2 years ago. This tree is 2 years old. It's approximately 3 feet tall, and it's already spread out to multiple branches. This is a multi-trunked tree. It's very common for it to do it, which is really nice since it's a flowering tree. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty easy to do. It's pretty cheap to do it this way, and if you like this video, click like, click subscribe if you want to see more of this, and check out the other articles we have at our website, growitbuild.com. Thank you very much.